Getting some old 1x3 this morning for a driveway. Getting hard to find any kind of material around here. Middle of the season, everything's just gone. Building a driveway, got some fabric going down. Ethan's out there putting the fabric down right now. I don't know, 8-10 yards. Stopped at the other crusher plant today, and they're not loading till tomorrow, so it's just a little bit of chaos. Brian's in the meeting this morning. I was going to have him out there later today pushing some material around, but I think that's a scratch. So never got around to installing anything yesterday. It's just chaos. Been running around pumping for some other people and whatnot, but we'll see what happens today. See if we make some headway. Well, there we are. Old 1x3 going in. The work pony just a working. Ethan's actually been spreading this out. He matted it with fabric, 4 ounce. He's been shoving it in with the old skid steer, getting seat time. You know, I found other stuff for him to do just because of his lack of experience on the machine. You know, I was going to have him, he's backing that grader blade in right now. Well, we're in the dump truck actually backing up now. I stopped the video short for a second. Jay come walking out. He's entertaining old Jay. But yeah, so what I was saying is, you know, I was gonna get old Junior there to keep working on our service trucks and working on organization. But if you keep taking the guy out of the field, he'll never get the seat time that he needs on simple stuff like this. And it's easy for us to kind of come complacent at all and not give him seat time. But look at him. Look at the face of that real operator there. Ethan's gonna go back there and clean off the old hitch so we don't go drop a bunch of rocks on him. All the MDOT roads. But yeah, it's been going pretty good. You know, just sitting here kind of reminiscing. The season's slowing down a little. The election year kind of going on. Things are getting a little bit squirrely, but you know, kind of really enjoying to slow down the break right now. Still got quite a bit of stuff to do. Got a sewer job we got to jump next week that we're putting together. Knock that pile down, then bring the skid up here. So we're gonna let him knock that down. But yeah, we got a sewer job we got to do. Look at that driveway. Got fabric, got a foot of stone. And we're going to start clearing some land for our pond. Got a couple of septics still put in. We got our hands full. This road, you couldn't even drive a pickup truck through it when we first started. Now you can drive a semi on it, fully loaded. So 50,000 pounds is roughly what it weighs. That fabric, the 1x3 is just working good, working together. Let's see how he did. Getting all the gravel off right here, you know. Gotta watch out for those car windshields. There's the new service truck. Man, that song's hard. New service truck. Sorry, I gotta hold the camera sideways or they'll me for all the videos. There's the old grader blade. Get ready to put this on. But yeah, as you can see, guys, Ethan's hard at work down there. Been leveling it, lost a little bit of material here on each side, trying to keep it in the windrows. It looks like it's really thick, but what it is just a little straggling pieces. Trying to keep it all angled in with the bucket in between the trenches and dump it and not spread dump it, just trying to get out of here and keep things moving along. It's kind of hard to keep things ripping, spread dumping with 1x3 on this soft ground. I really just want to keep it dumped out of the truck as fast as we can. We got power lines right above, so about right here as far as we're going to dump. I'm going to throw the blade on, see if we can get all this filled in down here and start saving on some material. Look at that though, low idle, nothing hard, nothing fast, full tilt. He's just learning to operate, getting the feel of the machine. You know, a lot of guys make the mistakes that they gotta run it full tilt right off the rip. And how are you gonna run it full tilt when you can't even run it half throttle or at idle, right? Just understanding the basics. And he's trying to spread, ripping his fabric, so he's kind of paying attention where the bucket height is for everything. He's doing a good job. I bet you he's got less than 30 hours in a skid steer. This could be you guys getting the dirt industry. See if he tears up any yard. Notice he went and did a 3-point turn. He didn't just make a 180. So he called. He was a little nervous on running the skid steer up because of this angle right here. It wants to rock back. He's got to keep his arms low, and they're a little bit heavy on the machine. So once you get to this tipping point, he wants to ride a wheelie. It feels like it's going to run up and over, right? You see the front of the tracks just barely. If you go too fast, I bet you she'd walk right over. Look at the gap right there. Look at the gap. Yeah, just taking your time. It'll climb. Wheel machines are a little bit different, I think. I don't have too much experience with wheel skid steers, but the track skid steer, look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ethan's butthole's up there just a puckering. Hey Ethan, krill it and release your pins because they're extended down right now. There you go, suck those on up. Yep, let's make the connection. So, I'm gonna drive into it nice and slow. Keep curling, look at that. Yep, curl it up. You're gonna see those pins come on down? All right. So, tilt it back down a little bit. All right. Go nice and slow, backing up. It's his first time ever picking up this level best. This thing's extremely heavy. Getting machines onto trailers one thing. Getting attachments on and off are another. Not doing too bad. This is how you get seat time. He was sitting up there on that main freeway. I made him back in around here. Just due to if something went wrong, he's able to lose it right here or crash right here or flop the attachment off right here. We're not gonna have someone hit us at 60 miles an hour. So that's it. Man, this guy just impresses the snot out of me. I can't wait till Brian starts getting his hands on him to train him. It takes time. This is all part of it. This is how you get into it. Just show up and you'll get thrown in the seat, I promise you. At least in a non-union company, you'll get thrown in the seat. Just show up, guys, keep laboring, you'll get thrown in.
Alright, so Rick is grading out this driveway. We did it kind of roughly with the bucket, and now he's using the grader blade attachment to get it pretty much as good as possible. As you can see, it works pretty well. Like the third or fourth day here, and it's looking pretty good. We had me in the skid steer, so we're here doing this driveway, and our dump truck driver, also known as Rick, decided to dump half of the truckload on the grass right here, all this. So now, guess who gets to clean all that up by hand? Because it's not going to be Rick. It's going to be me. This is unreal. I think Rick should be fired.
Alright guys, so it's holiday week, so it was a short week. I spent basically the entire week doing software stuff, which is boring, so I haven't filmed anything hardly this week. But now we get to go teach an old dog new tricks. We are on our way up to Deep Black Plumbing, up to their shop. We are putting in a driveway for them, and I'm gonna go teach Rick how to use GPS. And just so you guys are aware, Rick struggles to use the calendar on his phone. That's the level of tech savvy Mr. Valco is. And we're gonna teach him how to use GPS. So we will see how well this goes. I'll see you on site. Well, here's the deal, guys. I told you that we were gonna teach Rick how to use the GPS. But you know what happened? is Rick had another one of those dastardly meetings he had to attend, and he was unable to come out here and learn the GPS. So what we did is we took our Rover. Here's our driveway, by the way. We're going back to that little shack back there. We got Devin helping us out. Wave to the camera, Devin. So we took our Rover and we essentially just mapped our center line before we put down the rest of these millings here. We mapped our center line, and then I've created a surface that has 6 feet out on each side of the center line with a 2-degree pitch away from the center. So we've essentially created a crown. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in the skid steer. We just got that hooked up. We're gonna get it fired up, and we are gonna start working this material down. Hopefully we have enough millings to make it go. I think we're gonna be a little bit shy, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll catch you guys here in a minute in the skid. Well, it is the next day from when I recorded with you guys yesterday. Got out here, mapped the driveway yesterday, got all happy and excited, put the blade on, and then just had issue after issue of trying to keep grade. So I think what happened is I came through here and mapped this just super quick, and as a result, I believe the GPS just wasn't very accurate, and so we were getting some crazy undulations, and so I ended up freehanding pretty much this entire thing yesterday. So now today, at the end of the day yesterday, I went through after I had kind of roughed this in and mapped the entire surface, but I've got an option on my GPS where I can do an average over time of the position, so I did a 5-second average. I'm hoping we have a lot more accuracy today and we can actually put down a grade. But in the meantime, this morning, first thing, Rick's already dropped a load for me here, so I'm gonna sort of rough it in because I need some more material up there at the front. So we're gonna freehand for a little bit and then we'll flip on the GPS. So that being said, yesterday was my first day using this grader blade, really, for like just grading, and I've never run a grader before, so this is all new to me, and I gotta say, I'm a fan. Oops, I accidentally put autos on, don't want that. I am a fan of the blade. This is the Level Best blade. It's pretty stinking nice. We don't have wings on it to keep material on the blade, so it is more like a traditional grader blade, but the way we've got it set up currently, yeah, it's a cool little attachment here, and I'm actually impressed at how easy it was to kind of figure out. Again, I've never run a regular grader really before, and I was able to pick this up pretty quick. I do wish we had gone with Level Best offers a joystick that's got all of the functions on it, and we opted to just hook it up to auxiliaries on our machine. I do wish in hindsight we had gotten the independent joystick, just because I'm having to take my hands off of the controls for the rotate and side shift functions. It would have been nice to have those just on one handle. But you know, you live and learn. See right there, I had to take my hands off of the controls to do that. It's kind of irritating. It does take some time getting used to not raising your boom arms, that you actually have to use the blade to do all of your shifting. Come on, turn, baby, turn. I'm able to put down a halfway decent grade with this thing. It's gonna, like any new attachment, it's gonna take some time to learn it and get good at it, but it is a nice little attachment. I'm a fan.
sunshine and rainbows. We got quite a bit of stuff going on to get this job completed. Now we're just trying to get this freaking driveway in. And we got a little bit of grading to do, but we're not gonna be able to do that. We'll freaking decide to pour some freaking rain this morning about 2-3 a.m. So now we're gonna have to pull off again as we're getting ready for this sewer. So we'll have to come back. The struggle's real. A little irritated that we didn't get the job jammed out by yesterday, but at the end of the day, Brian was doing meetings, I was driving truck, Ethan was pushing with the machine. It actually couldn't went any faster than it did. It's just one of those things. So it is what it is. Not enough time for the day. It's getting dark. Things are shut down a little bit earlier. Now that the summer is finally starting to come to an end and we're hitting the fall season. So, but we're gonna jump out here in a sec. We're gonna see how Brian's doing. Been spread up in some asphalt millings, and we're gonna see what's going on. I'm trying to go pick up the machine today. Got a lot going on. I think Ethan's at the gym playing hooky, trying to just recoup from everybody working so hard not to get burned out. So we'll catch Brian here in just about 2 minutes. We'll throw the camera on and see what we got going on. Check out this whole spread dumping skills, ladies and gentlemen. Brian's always complaining that I'm not a truck driver, but we're spreading somewhat. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Box just went up. Go a little quicker. Raise up the lever. Look at that. Look at that. What's up now, Mr. Furnace? What's up now? Turn the PTO off. Drop the box. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, Brian. That's what's up. How do you like me now, Furnace? Well, here we are. Capping the 1x3. Got the GPS running now. Looks like he's got the flutter out. He's paying the grade this stuff out the first pass as the wheels want to walk up over. The machine's good. It handles it. It's just annoying. You almost need a machine with a bucket to knock it down sometimes, or have a better truck driver that knows how to spread dump. But she's grading. Look at that, laying out a nice pass. He's probably freehanding it, right? Yeah, he's definitely freehanding. He's got some learning to do.
Well, I know I told you I was going to give you some footage of me playing with the automatics, and it didn't happen. So we're still very much on the learning curve of this GPS system, and it's just ignorance. It's just not knowing the system, not knowing what it defaults to. So here's what we've got. The driveway is now done. Looks pretty nice. What I was finding is right through this curve right here, the grade was jumping up like 1.5 feet above what it was supposed to be. And then kind of back out here in the middle, it would dive down. And for the life of me, I could not figure out what was going on. So I got on the GPS, I started playing with the three-dimensional part of it, so changing the grade around so I could see it in 3D. And I noticed that the grade was doing exactly that. It was, I had mapped a grade, and then the surface that it created was not following that exactly. Come to find out, when you create a surface in there, you have the option of whether it follows the points for elevation, or what it can do is it will kind of average the fall across the entire length of the run. And it defaults to that, unbeknownst to me. So finally got to the bottom of that, fixed it, and then all of a sudden the GPS worked and it was carrying grade. The problem we were having today is, I mean, as you can see, we got trees up here, we got trees up there, and it's cloudy. There was just a lot of flutter and jitter in the GPS. And so ultimately what I ended up doing, I was able to turn the gain down, the responsiveness of our blade, turn that down, got a decent grade down, and then just kind of free-handed a nice little skim coat, and then threw the bucket on and did some tidy up and clean up along the edges. So as you can see, you know, obviously he needs some topsoil brought in here and a little dress up, but for what Johnson was going for, this pretty well gives it to him. So it turned out. this was the first real run with the grader blade. I know we had done that septic a little while back, but that was really a flat pad. There wasn't any contours, there wasn't a pitch, there wasn't any sort of a crown. It was just a flat pad. So this was the first time kind of taking the blade out and experimenting, and as it always goes with technology, steep learning curve, but we're learning a ton, and we're slowly getting our feet under us. So that's gonna wrap up this little driveway project.